Sunday Showcase, made possible by a public service grant from the National Endowment for the Arts and Bristol Myers Company in association with its divisions.
Yeah. All rise, open your eyes, no need to explain. I got a homie from the east and I'ma tell you his name. Never hang around lames, that's a part of his game. And if you show deep respect, he'll show you the same. Jeff undercard boxing, shook the world when he came. A lot of cats is playing, but his hands are insane. You can get steamrolled if you stand in the way. He a yardie from Flatbush, you cowards his cat puss. We used to feud like Bishop and Q, but he'll fuck you up quick if I give him the cue. From the city of Midwood, the south central part of New York, next to Bensonhurst and Borough Park. If it's a problem, don't even say shit. Just face this when you come across the Bay Bridge. No tolerance for BS or fake kids. Your blood clot crying. Just stop trying. It's Jeff Undercard prepared for the assignment. He bringing a appliance so cowards can't fight it. He might yoke you up if he feels slighted. He's spreading out toxins. It's undercard boxing. Yeah. Mad love and respect to my brother, man. From the motherland, word 'em up.
What's going on, fight fans? What's going on? It's your guy Undercard in Boxing, bringing you guys the fight updates for today, which is Mexican Independence Day. I'm not sure if you guys caught Friday Night Boxing. There was a lot of different fight cards on different platforms. I think it was a treat last night. We saw Luis Alberto Lopez retain his IBF title, beating Joet Gonzalez. You saw Xander Zayas made his much anticipated ring return. Emmanuel Vargas had a stunning knockout. Tiger Johnson won a close decision. Jermaine Ortiz had a fight where, although he went through some adversities, he definitely pulled out that victory. There's been a lot of discussion about should he move up in weight, should he go and fight at a different weight class. Bruce Gas, Jazz, and more. Salute to the OG. What's going on, brother? How you feeling today? Salute to you. So as I stated, it's Mexican Independence Day, a day usually dedicated to Canelo. Not dedicated, but this is when Canelo Alvarez usually has his main fights. Unfortunately, this year, due to not being able to secure a venue, he had to change locations. And he will be fighting September 30th against Jamel Charlo. But today is usually the day that Canelo fights. But that doesn't mean that boxing is not happening today. Jose Diaz, salute, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. I didn't watch the other cards. I did tune into the Top Rank card last night, where we also got a fight announcement live in living color. We got the announcement of Emmanuel Navarrete versus Robinson Conceição. That will also be November 14th. It's a 14th versus Edwin De Los Santos undercard. You have Navarrete defending his 130-pound title against Robinson Conceição. So as you can see, Top Rank is keeping fights in-house. But I think it's a good, solid fight for Navarrete coming off the Oscar Valdez win. As you can see, is staying active. I believe this will be his third fight before the calendar year is over. Navarrete has also asked for the distinction of super champion, which, in my opinion, will allow him to move up in weight class and fight the next for maybe a vacant belt or the contender at a WBO. So if he is granted that status, I believe that it's a possibility that we might get Navarrete versus Loma at 135. I'm just reading tea leaves here. I'm not going off of any rumors or speculations. I'm just seeing that, the WBO rankings where Loma is ranked as well. I think that would be a quality fight if he can get past the Robinson Conceição. And I think that adds intrigue to the card as well. I believe they were also trying to add Jared Big Baby Anderson versus Frank Sanchez on that Shakur Stevenson's undercard. I'm not sure if things are working out for that to happen, but I think they're going to build a solid card. I know people were a little taken back that they're having a fight card of this magnitude for a vacant belt, the WBC belt, on a Thursday. But Top Rank is not only thinking about boxing and boxing fans, they're thinking about how can they possibly get more people eyes on the television for a sporting event. So they're going to try to combine the the boxing with the F1 series race that's going on that weekend. And I think if you promote it correctly, there's definitely could be some cross promotion. I can see them on the track, maybe at one of the gateways. Morning, we sent Jared the contract. Frank, he ready to go. Okay, hold on. Okay, got you, Jose. Salute to you, my brother. Jose Diaz, one of the best in the business, one of the calmer personalities in this boxing YouTube streets, and I thank you for that information. Now I have reliable sources. So Frank Sanchez is ready for that fight, and I think that would be an amazing fight for Jared Big Baby. He sees this as a business, which it is, and you have to respect how he's conducting himself. A lot of people don't like to hear Jared Anderson talk too much about, his future. But if I'm asked a question, I think as a man, I should be able to answer it the way I feel, not give you the answer that makes you guys feel comfortable and, allows me to skate off into the sunset. If you ask me a question and I give you the answer, then, that's what it is. Jose, curious, when is Robeisy Ramirez going to be back in the ring? I have seen him be a little bit more active on social media. And I think that's good for him and his brand. I would love to see him back in the ring soon, either defending the title or trying to unify. He's out. Yeah. But I think he's at 130. Joe Cordina is busy right now. And Shaki Foster is busy right now at 130. So is there a possibility he can be trying to unify? Just asking for some insider information. So today, I know I just went off on a tangent on some fights that's going to be happening in November, but it's an update that we were given. I'm not sure if anyone was tuning into the Top Rank card last night where they did make that announcement. And I think that's a solid fight. They're building the fight card out pretty good. This might be one of Top Rank's best card. Although on a Thursday, I think we're going to enjoy it. So today we have Box Fest. Doors open at 6 p.m. This fight card will be in Ontario, Canada. We have 6 fights on the fight card. We have Tio Oswald versus Pablo Lara Sanchez. This is a 4-round fight at junior welterweight. You have Nawid Zaman versus Marlon Perez Juarez. This is a 4-round super middleweight fight. Haven't been signed yet. End of the year, before the end of the year. He wants the monster. Well, isn't the monster supposed to be going for undisputed versus Marlon Talpez by the end of the year, Jose? So, I mean, I would want to stay active and busy, but I think that's a good fight. I would definitely tune into that fight. I'd be up at 6 o'clock to watch that. Robesi can crack two people that can have you laying on the floor. I think that's great for the sport of boxing. I'm excited for the prospect of that happening. That's a great fight, especially for the state of boxing. So we have PG Tundo versus Eder Cervic, 6-round junior bantamweight fight. Going fishing with my dad. I'll keep listening. Salute to you, brother. It means a lot, guys. Everyone that's tuning in, thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. It means a ton. Please, if you can, donate to the Cash App Undercard in Boxing. This is a growing show. I put myself in the background. Yeah, that's me and Thomas Lamada. I went out to his gym, had a boxing match, or had a what I thought was supposed to be a sparring match. It ended up on my face. We'll talk about that another time. We'll get more details on that a little later. So yeah, we have a fight card coming up. This one starts very early. For all the boxing fan, dazn is the place to be. This Mexican Independence Day, they have 3 fight cards. And what you love about boxing is it's happening all over the world. The start of of this is at 9 a.m. Ontario, Canada. You can watch this streaming live on dazn. The fight cards that we're going over, you can watch on dazn from Canada. Like I just stated, it's called Box Fest. This is at 9 a.m. So if you guys are not doing anything, this live stream will definitely be over before that fight card started. The main event is Carlos Nava versus Armando Ramirez, 8 rounds junior welterweight fight. You have a heavyweight fight on this bout as well, and you have a lightweight fight. The fight cards are not that long. You have 2 8-rounders, 2 6-rounders, and 2 4-rounders. So they're just packing that fight card with boxing, and you just love to see that. Like I said, a day like today is usually get a much anticipated fight. Usually get a Mexican versus Puerto Rico rivalry fight. Some of the big fights happen in history, and today is no different. It might not be some of the headline banger names that we're accustomed to, but this is how we grow the sport of boxing, by giving other people this platform or this date, so that way they can shine just as bright. And even September 30th, where Canelo's fighting, there's like 4 to 5 different cards going on that day. And I think people are not afraid to put their schedule up against the likes of Canelo Alvarez. I think dazn has a card. Not sure if Top Rank has a card, but we'll definitely get you guys all that information. So there's another fight card, this time in Germany. The show must go on. This is from the Goethe Arena, Magdeburg, Germany. This fight card is going to go on at 1 o'clock. So another dazn card. If you are tuning into boxing today, please check out dazn. It's not a paid sponsorship. They haven't dropped the bag yet. Excuse me. So dazn will be having all the fight cards, which I think is a good thing. Sometimes it's good to just go to one place and then watch your thing, where you don't have to think about having to click over from place to place. These names are pretty hard to read, but I will be posting them in my community page. If anyone's ever looking for the boxing platforms, where they can find them, where they can watch certain fights, what apps they're on, I'm definitely going to be posting those information in my community page. So for this one, that's at 1 o'clock. I will be posting in my community page. We are going to go over the main card, which is William Zepeda versus Maestro Gesta, a fight that I think that William Zepeda will win by decision. Um, we are going to take this time, though, before we get into the prelim fights, to say that William Zepeda, putting the hair on wax, did, to my knowledge, or his team did avoid the Shakur Stevenson fight at 135. Um, when he last fought Jojo Diaz and threw 1,200 punches, everyone was stating that, that type of pressure, that type of punching, that type of output, um, William Zepeda is going to overcome a lot of these guys at 135. I believe you saw Shakur Stevenson try to fight William Zepeda. Frank Martin showed up to William Zepeda's last fight and asked for a fight. None of that came to fruition. Now, I understand that they're on two different networks, and maybe that's why the fight didn't happen. But as we're seeing now, more cross-promotional fights are happening. Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos. Even Luis Albert Lopez, he last fought on DAZN, and he was able to make a fight on Top Rank versus Joet Gonzalez to defend his IBF mandatory. I'm not sure if he was his mandatory. I think he became his mandatory to defend his IBF title. So guys are willing to go on other platforms and fight whoever is necessary once they know that they're getting the full opportunity. So William Zepeda, for whatever reason, whether it was his team or himself, turned down two quality fights. And I'm not saying Maestro Gesta is not a quality opponent. We just know that we would prefer him to see him versus a Shakur Stevenson or a Frank Martin. I'm not going to rehash the Frank Martin, Shakur Stevenson negotiations. I think we salute my brother Terry Smoot. Salute. I believe there's enough information out there for everyone to make their own conclusion. And the thing about it is, I don't think we need to all be in like a herd mentality where everyone needs to be right. I just think we need to just ask for the best fights, hope that we get them, and move forward. What takes place prior to it? Is anyone going to remember the negotiations after the fight happens? Like when a fight takes place, or say it doesn't take place, is the only thing on your mind what didn't happen or what could have happened, or do you just care about the fight? Like, Frank Martin and Shakur is not happening, but we're getting Frank Martin versus Edwin De Los Santos. We're moving on with boxing because that's how it works. We're not going to stay in the same place and complain about what was or what isn't or what could have been. We're going to it was a famous book, Move With Your Cheese. And it just means just keep on moving. Don't stay one place and become complacent. We're getting a quality fight. We're getting a title. As you see, they're building out the undercard fights, which looks to be one that is very good. So let's discuss this DAZN card. Now, this one's going to be at 8 p.m. So this should be what closes out Mexican Independence Day. So for the prelim fights, which can be seen on DAZN YouTube, you have Jordan Cervantes versus Giovanni Meza. This is a 4-round lightweight fight. You have Gail Cabrera versus Juan Cento. This is a 4-round junior featherweight fight. You have Pinpon Reyes versus Roberto Gomez, the 6-round junior lightweight fight. You have Daniel Garcia versus Eric Benitez, 4-round junior lightweight fight. So now for the main card of this William Zepeda versus Maestro Gesta. Not only are we going to give you the fight cards, but we're going to see if they have any common opponents, see if they fought anyone that can give us an idea of how this fight may play out. Give me 1 second. And thank you for everyone pulling up this morning. It's early. This is when I usually go live. Zapeta. William Cameron Zapeta. 27-0. All right. Let's get over this. All right. Let's go. Who's that? Tim Layton. Salute, my brother. Salute. Jersey is in the building. All right. So for the main card, we have Eric Priest, 10-0. This fight will be at 160 versus Simon Mendez. He's 11-1. So we have USA. All right. So let's get some information on Eric. He is, like I stated, 10-0. Let's see if we find any names that we can recognize. He's got a few KOs on his resume. His last fight ended by decision. He fought Ricardo. He fought Luis Alberto Vera. He fought Corey Connor. All right, I see that I recognize, but he has most of his fights have ended in TKO. So I'm gonna say he's a power puncher. That fight is at 160. That is how we start the DAZN main card. For this William Zepeda versus Maestro Justa Mexican Independence Day fight card. We also have, a 3-0 fighter versus a 24-10-2 fighter. Wow, this is also on the main card. This fight will be at 175. So let's make sure we remember this young man's name. Darius Falunghum. He is 3-0. He actually has 5 fights, all by TKO, and he is taking on a guy with 24 fights. Wow, talk about step up in competition. So let's remember these guys' names. This is American versus Mexico. He's fighting Ricardo Luna. Salute to everyone for pulling up. Means a lot. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me. In a couple minutes, I'm going to drop the link so we can chat in this early morning. Just going over this DAZN fight card. Today, if you're watching boxing, the place to be is DAZN. They have fight cards from 9 a.m. all the way to midnight. So you can stay on one app if you've already purchased DAZN, your subscription for another fight like the Richardson Hitchens versus Jose Zepeda, which is next week on Saturday. You can definitely go watch some DAZN boxing today. So we have Victor Morel Jr., 18-0-1 versus Edwin Palomas. Like I've heard that name before. This is for the WBA Intercontinental Featherweight title. This is 10 rounds, 3 minutes. Victor Morales Jr. is 18-0. Let's see if he's sporting the guys that we recognize. Diego de la Hoya, he KO'd him. Alberto Torres won by unanimous decision. Solid guy. Most of his fights have ended with decision, so I'm not going to say he's not a power puncher, but he looks like he does. He has the stamina to go the distance with guys. Let's go with Edwin Palomas. He lost to Jose Armado Valdez and Irvin Turbin. That was a split. Both fights were in split decisions, means that they were close fights, or that's how the judges saw them. He packs a KO punch. He has a couple of knockouts on his resume: corner stoppage, retired, KO. So this guy either knocks his opponent out, or he loses. We also have a women's unification on this bout as well. We have an IBF WBO World Female Flyweight title. Yocasta Valley versus Maria Santiago. Yocasta is 28-2-0. This is a 10-round, 2-minute fight at 108. And we have Maria, who's 11-3. Now, if anyone knows about the flyweight division, you know that the name to remember is Senicia Estrada. So I believe the winner of this fight will be going for undisputed next versus Sania Estrada. No fight prediction for me. I'm just going to go over the resume real quick. Okay. Most of the fights end in decision. Unanimous, majority, unanimous. So she has pretty good skills. That's Yokasta. Let's see Maria's resume. Not as long. 11 with 3 bouts. Her last fight was unanimous. Then she lost at the unanimous decision to Annabelle Ortiz, and she also lost to Sinisa Estrada in the 4th round. So that's kind of funny. Yokasta is fighting a girl that Sinisa Estrada already beat. So, watch Twitter today. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting because, like I stated, the winner will get to fight for undisputed next, whether it's going to be on Top Rank or it'll be on DAZN. I really don't care. I'm just interested in seeing that fight. I would love to see that flyweight division get unified, or have all those belts at flyweight. Sinisa Superbad Estrada is bad. She's recently coming off of hand surgery, but she states she will be back in the ring next. I think if she gets back, has a defends her belts, and then goes into a unification or undisputed fight, either to end the year or January, sometime in 2024. I think that's amazing for the state of boxing. So in the main event, you have William Zepeda, 27-0-0 versus Maestro Gesta. William Zepeda, he beat up on Jaime Alberles, beat him with a body shot in the 2nd round. He UD'd Jose Diaz, Jojo Diaz. A lot of recognizable names. He has a KO punch. He's retired a couple of guys, KO'd them 2nd round, 6th round, 5th round. So I'm going to say he's somewhat of a puncher. Let's look at Maestro's resume, a little bit more flesh on there. He has 34 fights, 3 losses. So he lost to Jose Linares by UD. He lost to Michael Vasquez by unanimous decision, and he got KO'd by Juan Antonio Ramirez. But he also beat Jose Diaz, and he beat Joel Diaz Jr. So I guess they're fighting common opponents, and all that's left is for them to fight each other. This is for the WBA Intercontinental title. So that covers all the 3 fight cards today on DAZN. I got the link in the description. If anyone wants to pull up, chat for a moment. Tim, Terry, Bruce Gass, Jose Diaz, you're listening in the background. We can talk about some of the upcoming fights for next week. We can talk about something that you heard in boxing. I think Navarrete versus Conceição was a good fight. AB, see, just I read a lot. That's where I get some of my information from. Most things are not told to me. So I read and do the research, so that way I can give you guys these informations. You have Adrian Broner to return on November 4th on a Don King card in Miami. I know y'all saw the video of AB and McDonald's going a little crazy. I'm not sure if that was a stunt or he was really upset at something. But he'll be back in the ring, and I think that's where he needs to be. Certain people just needs like the discipline of knowing exactly, like the routine. When you're a football player, you go to the facility, you get treatment, you work out, you eat, you stretch. Because things are so much structured in your life, it allows everything else around you to be structured. And when you don't have that structure, things get very chaotic. And I think that, certain people suffer from that, where if there's not direct order in their life, then things seem to start falling by the wayside. So listen, AB is back. I know his opponent is not very noteworthy. He said he's going to be fighting Hold on. He's a guy from Cincinnati, Chris Howard. And this guy has been off for about 2 years. Excuse me. He's been off since 2016. So 17, 18, 19, 20. He's been off for a while. But if you can find them, you don't put this thing on pay-per-view. You try to add it to like some network or something like that. I think this would be great for the state of boxing. AB is back. And when AB is back, that'll be some of the best press conferences that we've seen. He's going to talk shit. That he wanted to be the ones to be fighting Regis Prograde for his WBC belt, which is still a possibility if Regis beats Devin Haney. L-Dub Boxing. Salute, my brother. How you feeling? Salute to you, brother. Coming through. T. Wells. I'm not ducking you, bro. The link is in the chat. T. Wells. Salute to my brother, T. Wells. Come on, T. Wells. Come up and cook, man. Come up and cook. Oh, even De La Hoya, who is on the Haney program? I'm not sure as of yet. L-Dub, I'm not sure. I mean, has Haney signed his part of the agreement to make that fight officially official? You can't build a mountain without having all the pieces together. So I think that's what's going on right now. You don't want to start filling the undercard with fights and then someone decides, nah, I'm good. I'm going to seek this other opportunity over here. But nothing to me is what you call it. I haven't heard any information about who's on the undercard as of yet. Good morning. Yeah, T. Wells, the OG. What's up, my brother? Oh, Terry ducking you? Oh, yeah, Terry always ducking, man. Yo, Terry, step up, man. Terry, stop hiding. You too tall for that. You said I was ducking you. You think about Oscar Duarte. You're Karma. How you doing? How you feeling? What you think about Oscar Duarte? I'm not familiar. Give me some information. Let me look him up. I'm Google, man. No, that's a football player. Box rec. All right, he's 26, 1-0 with 21 knockouts. He's a lightweight. Damn, big as hell. 27 years old. Wow, he's a power puncher. His only loss was to Adrian Estrella. He has a draw on his resume. He's a power puncher. He's either UD'd or knocked out everyone he's faced. Who's he fighting? L-Dub, what's up? Talk to me. Is that a potential opponent for someone that we're not thinking about? He's a Mexican resident. Oscar Duarte Eduardo. Good morning to everyone who is Robasive on November 4th. Man, I don't know. Jose Diaz was just in here. He just told me they're trying to fight anyway at the end of the year. Ooh. I get a lot of question marks. Can I also get some answers, L-Dub? The link is right there, my brother. Put it back in the chat for you. Anyone willing to jump up. Let's see. Was this undercards Q&A today? November 4th. That's the Joe Cordina fight card, right? Well, not fight card. I mean, that's when he's fighting Edward Vasquez for his IBF title. I'm trying to learn. Oh, okay. You're trying to learn by asking bunch of questions. Well, right now we're discussing the fight cards that are happening today. I definitely look forward to giving you guys that information as it become more available to me. But you know what? Thank you, L Dub. So let's see. I got some homework. Let me go get all those questions from the beginning. Who is on the Haney Prograis undercard? Let me write that down. I get that information for you. That fight is going to be December 9th in San Francisco. So December 9th. I think I got September, October, November. I got a few more. I got a couple more months. Let's see. Who is this Oscar Duarte? I think we just went over his box rec. And who is Bracy Ramirez fighting on November 4th? All right. All very intriguing questions. I look forward to getting those answers to the people in a time appropriate, thing. You have that information. If you do, you are very, you see you see the future. I presently present and talk about what's currently going on in boxing, like today or yesterday, maybe like a week after, like William Zepeda, Taraji versus Blunder in Tokyo, the Nakatani return, which I can't wait because his last knockout was pretty good. Outdo. Oh, good question. I don't think she can because she stopped Shorty in like the 6th round with a body shot. Thomas Hill, salute. But that's what I was talking about. Costa facing someone that that Senicia already defeated. That fight makes for a more intriguing fight coming up because whoever wins will be fighting for undisputed, and I think that's definitely got to be the next fight to make at flyweight 108. Senicia Estrada, who just recently had hand surgery, is I'm not sure if she's taking a tune-up fight. She probably super bad will probably just try to step right back into the ring and try to go for undisputed at 108, especially with the back and forth that went on with her leaving Golden Boy in the zone and them choosing Yokasta over her. I definitely think that would be a very interesting fight. And I guess we just got to tune in. If you got your DAZN subscription on Mexican Independence Day, that will be the place to be to watch 3 different fight cards. You can start off with Jeff Campbell, my man. Bless up, King folks. What's goody to the chat? Oh man, just here, guys. I'm trying to get a little bit better into. Can Ari Costa perform like he did versus Gallo Estrada next week? I don't know. Man, I think that's our champions 105 strawweight. Oh, so she's moving up to take this fight? Oh, I didn't even know that. See that? Guys, don't forget to check out L Dub's Boxing. Dude has a great platform, not just a boxing community page for us, but he updates you with fight cards. He updates you with people who are like, he'll tell you a fight before it happens. He has a website, LW, if you want to drop your link in the description, so that way people can get with you and know. Matter of fact, let me see. Give me 1 second. Your champions at. I didn't even know that. So the fight at 108 is they're fighting for different belts. I guess when you're so small, you're allowed to move up and down. Hold on. Let me tighten you up, L-Dubs. You already tightened up. L-Dubs, drop your link in the description, man, so everyone can get with you and get some of this good information that you're giving out. One of the realest in the YouTube community. That man is in this. Oh, he's bigger than an encyclopedia. He's a Tresaurus. Tresora? Now I'm learning today. I can never stop learning. I agree with that. And that's why we have to learn from one another by sharing information. But if you want one-sided information, I got Google. All right. Thank you for everyone that's been hitting the like button as they're coming into the chat. You're just gonna call, you know what? You're gonna call me Undercard in Boxing, aka Google Man. Okay. I do enjoy watching boxing. I don't know if I enjoy it as much as L Dub though. I think L Dubs lives, breathes, and eats boxing. Robert the Genius, what's going on, my brother? How you feeling? Thomas Hill. And oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Man, without a doubt. How did they not tighten up? Hold on. Salute to you for stopping in, man. Oh, yeah, I got you. Add moderator. Who was the second one? Tim. Tim not tightened up? Oh man, that's my bad. You know why? It's me not being consistent and going live, you know. So I'm missing some of the good people in the chat. You tighten up Robert as well. Yeah. So L Dubs has a lot of questions. We're definitely gonna have a whole nother live stream where L Dub pops up here. And we go, 1v1 where he asks, a million questions and we give him all the answers. But don't forget to check out his platform. Link is in the description for anyone that wants to bet. Who do you feel about the Zepeda training with Sabril Matias? How will that help him tonight? Well, I mean, I think this was a mismatch to begin with. Maestro Justa is a tune-up fighter. I think he was supposed to fight Ryan Garcia before the Tank fight, and Ryan turned it down. I think he's going to UD this guy. I don't think it's a knockout. Oh, now that's not. You see now that's a good one. That's Thomas. That's a good one. But let me answer L Dub first because he says he wants to learn understanding. So him training with Sabril Matias, I think is great for him. Getting that type of aggression, that type of work rate. But I don't think he was in any trouble of not winning this fight. He's pretty much going to do like what he did to Jose Diaz, which is overwhelming with punches. Now, if you want to send a statement to a guy who already has 3 knockouts, maybe you knock him out. But I don't see. Oh, hold on. Jose Diaz, thank you for listening. Blessings to you, bro. I know you was fishing with the dad, but he popped in really quickly to jump on and say a couple stuff. Now, Jose, if you guys don't know, is directly connected to a few camps. Frank Sanchez, Robrisi Ramirez. So he's fighting on November or December. Get back to work. But as soon as I found anything that's signed, I will tell you. But he is going to fight before the end of the year, and that's on Robrisi. Salute to you. Oh, no doubt. L-Dub is Mickey freaking man. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna jump back to Thomas Hill, but let's answer Robert the Genius. Do you think Wilder fights again before the end of the year? I doubt it. I'd see that Ruiz has been saying that now he wants to be sent another contract offer. I guess he's seeing that the well is dried up as potential opponents because the heavyweight division has moved on without him. Guys are making fights. I don't even think he can get a. Here we go. Basically fighting on November 4th in Lake Tahoe. That's documented. All right, I'll let y'all go back and forth. What you call it? Yeah, I don't think he fights at the end of the year. I think he's just gonna wait for Anthony Joshua to make that Saudi fight, whether it's in December or in January. I think that he knows as far as biggest payday, as far as quality of opponent. I think what the people want to see. I think Joshua versus Wilder is the fight we see next. So, hey, undercard, what you got on the undercard for Canelo's fight? How you see fights panning out? Oh, that's a stacked undercard. So we have Lubin versus Jesus Ramos. I like Lubin. Jesus is the bigger guy, packs a bigger punch. But I think Lubin, with his knowledge of what he's experienced over these past fights, winning some, losing some, I think that he is prepared for Ramos' style. If he can not try to trade with him, but box and move, I think that he puts himself in a good position to win that fight. But Jesus Ramos is no joke. Like, the dude he's a monster. So there's a chance that Lubin ends up like looking like how he did Pandora, but I'm hopeful that maybe Lubin can pull off something a little bit, pull off the upset, because I think he's the underdog in this fight, and that's a 12-round junior middleweight fight. Who is Frank Sanchez fighting on Canelo's versus Charlo undercard? I don't know. We talking about the main card. You talking about the prelim? I get you that information. One second, L-Dub. I feel like he has the information. He wants me to tell you guys, but he has it also. So this is interesting. So you have Yordenis Ugas versus Mario Barrios. I'm gonna favor Mario Barrios in this fight, just because of the inactivity, not the inactivity, but Ugas coming off of the eye injury. I think it makes him a little bit vulnerable, because if I'm Mario Barrios, I'm targeting that eyes with hooks. I know he knows, right? He just messing with. He playing like where's Waldo? I favor Mario Barrios in the Ugas fight. I think he moves well enough. He actually, yeah. Salute to L Dub, man. Great dude. Make sure you follow him on Twitter also. That way you can DM him. No, I don't think the winner of Ramos Lubin gets the winner of Tim Tszyu, Brian Mendoza. Nah. I think there are other guys in that WBO ranking, and they'll probably put like a WBC something on the line, because there's a chance that Charlo might not come back down to 154. So I would start to open up those belts. So I got Mario Barrios beating Yordenis Ugas. Now Elijah Garcia versus Armando Racinda. This is also a middleweight fight. I think this is 160. Elijah Garcia, the fast rising prospect. He fought on the Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez undercard. Dude is young. He's explosive. He's willing to trade with you. He's willing to take two to give one. Very excitable fighter. I favor him. As you see, they're really trying to build him by putting him as, he starts off the pay-per-view. So Elijah Garcia, star in the making, definitely keeping an eye out. So that's for me is the all right, let me see if I can find that information for L Dub. Let me see. My sources ain't as good, but let me see. Hold on. I'm Google man. Ooh, now that is a good one. I definitely think so. I 100% think that's what happens. Nope, no information. Yeah, I definitely think that the winner of Elijah Garcia versus Rendez can get Carlos Adames, and I think that would be an excitable fight. I think that would be a banger. I think that's you put that. I'm not sure if the time would work out, but you need to also fill that. Hey, L Dub, is Boo Boo versus David confirmed yet? I've been hearing some rumors for November 11th. Can you confirm that for me? That would That would be tickets, I believe. That would be a ticket, I believe. It would be on the way of unification if they allow the belts to become available, and the fight would be worthy of an IBF for sure. Yeah, listen. To me, I don't like if you strip him, it just looks bad because you have one guy who is allowed to go up, go down, fight guys from different places, and defend. Um, I learned today. All right, salute to you for learning from the back, bro. Sometimes you do have to sit in the front of the class, put your hands up, and question the teacher. I like that. L Dub giving me a what you call it, the proper teaching today. Letting me know that he knows what he knows, and I know what I know, but he knows what he knows. Where was I? I think we were talking about. Hold on. Yeah, Carlos Adames. Yeah. Carlos Adames versus Elijah Garcia. I don't know if it's a main event fight, but it's definitely a co-main event on the undercard of something else. Excited for the prospect of that. That could be something to maybe end the year. That the young kid's willing to fight. He's definitely up for the challenge. His last fight was a step up. This fight is another step up, and they're putting him on pay-per-view for the second time. So they definitely have high prospects for him. And we also got news from Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo, after he met with the WBC, that you saw his eye, L Dub. He's not the same. The man blinks and you see like he got an extra skin over his eye. He's never going to be the same. The eye is healed medically, but physically the eye is not healed. And I think once he starts getting hooked on it, it might even swell up worse. It might sustain more damage because of what he's already went through. But we have to see, because if you know Ugas's story and what he had to overcome just to get himself where he is now, which is America, which is freedom, which is becoming a citizen, which is, his homes, his cars, like to live the dream that he has now, or to be a world champion. Because I don't care what anyone says, the last person you're going to remember beating Manny Pacquiao will be Eudenis Ugas. If he captures another title, if he's able to get himself back into, I don't care if he loses the rest of his career, he will always be the guy who defeated Manny Pacquiao. So to me, he's put himself in a good place. The eye's healed, but is Ugas the same? Thomas Hill, my brother. I know, always inviting everyone, but I knew he was going to eventually pull up. Salute, my brother. How you feeling? Hold on, let me these salute to L Dub as well, keeping me on my toes. Hey Jeff, man, I love your channel, bro. Forget that most times I'm asleep when you air, but that's that shit. Yeah. Listen, I know 7 o'clock is wild for me to be coming on. People are like, man, he was on? Wait, what? But I salute to you, brothers, and I salute everyone for pulling up, including my big brother L Dub. We've spoken off of the channel, and he's definitely a great person who gets a lot of information, and he's necessary because that's what you want. You don't want rumor reports and stuff like that. Thomas, I can't hear you.
My bad. Nah, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You weren't speaking. It was just moving like you were speaking.
Yeah, nah. I was agreeing with you. I was just, not trying to overshoot your words by hitting my voice coming in. Just saying,
gotcha.
L Dub solid, bro. Like, I got mad love for him. My man T Wells as well too, bro. And Jose Diaz too. I like when Jose come in because he, like you said, he connected with them. The Cuban fighters. Yeah, man. I mean, I was hoping that he still be on because I wanted to ask him about that
he listening. He just he out fishing right now with his pop, so he
Oh,
listening.
that's
So if
what's
you
up. That's
yeah, if you
what's
got
up.
something to ask him, he will like he'll jump
Well,
back in when
I
he gets
I,
a
I
moment.
I really wanted to, cause man, you know that train that is Inoue, bro. It's fast
The monster.
approaching. It's fast approaching that division, bro. And I want to know if Robisi really feeling that fight, and if so, what does he think about that fight? And likewise, will his people demand that he get tested not by VADA but by another committee because you know for obvious reasons, but
So
that
my thoughts on that is anyway is the star. If Robesi is taking that fight, you know it's going to take place in Japan, um, where the rules, whatever the rules are, the rules are. I don't think he has
yeah
the cachet, the star power to kind of go and demand stuff. I think he takes the fight and he gives his best effort. I think both guys can crack. So what it builds up to is, who catches who first, and who ends up laying on their backside. Um, I think just for him to want to welcome that challenge is great for the state of boxing. You know, um, Robesi versus anyone right now is an intriguing fight because his style, what he's overcame, things that has gone on with his country. Um, he is. If you don't get behind him, then I don't think you really want to support people. 6 a.m. in Denver, that's crazy. Woo! You guys could
yeah
have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me.
yeah. Now T Wells, no, he be driving them trucks too, I believe, right? Oh no, T Wells, he got his own business on.
Yeah, TT was a bit. He's a businessman.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That's my guy.
Yeah. But I'm
He
gonna try
probably
to get more consistent for you guys, man. I think it's necessary. One, so we can share information with one another, so we can learn from one another, like L Dub is doing today. But I think these all platforms, all things are necessary. If you're not spreading hate, lies, or mistruths on people, I think it's necessary to have a place where people can come have a civil conversation. And
oh, that's what's
bonus
up,
membership
Elder.
be announced soon. Ruben Villa, who fought last night on Top Rank, is one of the options if you want to turn around quick. Yeah, I think Ruben Villa was a good fight. I didn't see that one live, but that was a good fight. I guess he doesn't have any mandatory positions available, but thank you. And so once again, L Dub's always willing to share undisputed likely on December. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Inoue versus Telepes, undisputed likely on December 13th in Japan. So he's probably going to go for undisputed and move up. I mean,
Yeah, he
listen,
getting
if he's going to
undisputed.
keep running, yeah, well,
You
yeah,
think the
yeah,
pilot's got
yeah.
a chance?
Nah, yeah. As soon as I said it, I caught myself and said, "All right, you're right. You're absolutely right." But I just even if he does get undisputed and he's able to just move up out the division, I think that's great because he's not holding up anything. 2 fights undisputed gone. 2 fights, you know what I mean? Like if it takes him 4 fights, that makes it even more interesting because now he has to go
Mm,
collect belts from different, you know what I mean? And there is going to be that fighter that pulls him back to the States. Will happen before the Gracie and Lopez unification will happen before the Inoue fight.
see, that gives him the cachet if this is so. I mean, to at least be like bringing something to the table because like I don't want to take nothing away from in a way, bro. I really don't. The way it looked against your boy Cool Boy, man. He you can't question this man right now because he made Cool Boy look like he really didn't belong in the ring, man. The way he just broke him down, and Cool Boy's supposed to be the bigger man, so I don't know. I like Robisi, and I like the way he places his punches. Like, man, his punch placement and his use of high low his use of levels, man, is like pretty damn good for him not to be having so many pro fights. But I understand that he was a vet in the amateur sector,
Yeah,
so I'm
that
hoping that
the Cuban school of boxing, if you're paying attention, is producing some hella fighters,
exactly.
with not only talent but like cachet. They carry themselves well. They box the way you want, and they don't get hit. They're now adding that dimension of knockout power where they're not just dancing around, attempting to outbox everyone. Like David Morales is a problem now because before, he'd outbox you for 12. He's become, why everyone's kind of like disappearing from asking for that fight or taking that fight is because now he has the ability to put your lights out. And
Man,
you saw he did the Falcon. Don't. Oh, T-Ball's too soon, man. I'm close to Philly, man. I like them guys. Oh, turn them cool boy to a nerd.
hey man,
Oh,
I love Cool Boy, bro. I didn't expect to see that from Cool Boy, man.
listen,
Hey,
bring
but
on Ray
but
Vargas or Liam Wood at 126. All right, we taking that fight next. All right, cool boy back at running. So he should just get right back in the ring and get a championship opportunity. I don't need nobody. You don't need no tune up at 126. You don't need no. Listen, I'm a former champion. I need to go in and get me a fight with Ray Vargas, or Liam Wood, somebody at
no,
126.
no, and I believe he takes both of those fights, bro. I really do, man. I don't know. It just didn't look right in that ring, bro. It just didn't look right, and I'm not trying to say like it
They
was
drugged
because
him.
he.
They drugged him in Japan. I knew it. It was the water. Nah, I'm joking. I'm just.
Well, no, I won't say that. I don't know if he was just like too long at the weight or whatever the case, and just needed to move up.
Yeah.
But he didn't look like he had the energy to deal with in a way, man. In a way, just looked like he was just, man. You remember the game Sonic, bro?
Mm-hmm.
He looked like he was
All the
moving at
coins.
Sonic speed.
Yeah. Yeah. And knocked all them coins out of him too, right?
All the coins, my man got that. And then when it was time, it was whoop, whoop. He needed that bubble, and he didn't get that bubble. Hey, but L Dub, what you think?
Oh, hold on, people. We just got some breaking news. Hold on. Now,
Man,
Goodman is for the IBF is fighting on the Tim Tszyu versus Brian Mendoza card in Australia. I know that. That's the guy who beat Release Ali. So we just got some breaking news from the man himself. I just did my research. I just told you the dude can crack. So Ryan is stepping in with another puncher. So we have Ryan Garcia versus Oscar Duarte and Omar Davies versus Ismael Barrosos for the vacant WBA title will be on the same card in November. Rolly will be named champion in recess. Hold on. Jesus. Oh, wait. I got to drop something for that. Hold on. Oh, snap. That's huge.
that is huge.
That's huge. Why? Because Barrosos gets an opportunity after one was taken from him. Get
Yeah,
back into the
he
ring. Hold on. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. And I'm saluting L Dub
yeah,
myself.
no, L Dub just dropped a bomb on us right there.
And hold on, this might be why the Frank Martin versus Shakur couldn't happen in November. Bigger fighter with a bigger name is going to be on a card. If Ryan is fighting in November, how can I be training Frank in November as well? That's not research. That's Backrest. You got to watch his fights. Okay, let's L Dub. If I'm watching all the fights and giving you all this information, then what? I'm joking, my brother. Listen, Fury turned Wilder into Bubba. Oh, okay. Now you're just trolling me, man. T-Wells, you're going to need a 5-minute, man. Forrest Gump from Bubba. Oh, my. Yo, this.
Yeah,
Trying to hurt my heart today, fellas.
I'm sensitive about that because I believe that your boy Wilder was going up against a lot of stuff up in there, and I believe two of them fights,
Correct me,
he
Miguel
actually knocked him
Flores.
out. And I thought the second fight, man, he looked like he was disoriented as hell. I don't know what was going on with that. He walked into the ring, kind of like Spence did. So I don't know, man. I ain't feeling water. He
Just
fighting
do
in Guano.
boxing. Salute.
Salute to the
Did
homie.
Ryan Oscar
Just
go to
do.
court? Yeah,
T
salute.
Wells over there
Yeah,
doing
Robert.
dirty.
So yeah, what you call it? They did go to court, but it seems that Ryan is obligated to wait out the rest of his contract. However many fights that is. There's certain places where you can't have like a certain time limit on how much fights you can have. I mean, how long you can keep a fighter signed for. But in as it pertains to Ryan and Golden Boy, he's still under contract. Maybe he just have to buy his way out or fight his fights and just get out of there. Guess they work something out, or he's staying with Golden Boy for right now.
I know
But
that's right, T
we need to
Wells.
free Ryan. We need to start a T-shirt free Ryan Garcia so he can come over to Showtime and get this real money. Bomb
Oh, I believe
Squad
I definitely believe that's the
all day.
ticket. He just gonna wait his time out over at Golden Boy. But I don't believe he stays there no more. It's kind of like that support and that trust was
Mhm.
broken. And I couldn't if I'm him, I can't rock with it
Yes,
no
when he
more.
left him at the press conference.
Yeah, and then just the like, man, you my promoter. Why are you
Yeah,
taking the
I
Twitter
mean,
and all that stuff, doing that man that high school
they
girl
rushing into
stuff,
this
bro?
fight.
Like,
Ryan about to get a world title fight with Golden Boy. Yeah, because O'Harry Davies is gonna pick up that belt from Ishmael Barrosos. Ooh, ooh. Hey, Derek James did say Ryan Garcia will become champion. Looks like he knew what he was talking about.
oh man, I
So
believe it. Yep.
L Dub, is that why Frank and Shakur didn't happen because of like pretty much conflicting fights, like both in November. One's at 135 for a belt, and one is at 140, but they're in the same gym, so it was going to be hard for him to be in two places at once. I'm asking. I don't know. I don't know. I've heard different things, but I'm asking you because you're definitely the best person to ask. Hit the link. I'm not mad at Oscar for flaming Ryan on Twitter. In my opinion, Ryan is a diva. He's still young though. Ugh,
Mm.
wow. But as the man who is directly connected to me getting more fights, my marketing ability, you that's like saying the person, well, I guess your agent. That's like your agent frying you on Twitter. Said Frank turned it down because the numbers, no DJ. Oh, okay. Copy just do boxing. I, I knew you was gonna be in for that report too. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of young boxers right now, and we need to coddle them until they become more mature.
And
What you call
besides
it?
that, as the post that Oscar holds in his career and in his life, bro, you're not supposed to be taking the Twitter. That's some. That's like, you saw that DJ Envy Tyree stuff
Yeah,
whatever format they do, like that's some stuff that need to be handled off
yeah,
air. That don't need to be on air, bro. You doing that for clicks and giggles? Like, I don't understand why somebody who's directly responsible for me being legitimately seen and viewed and getting fights is going back and forth with me on Twitter. And I'm the younger one, and I'm looking like when I'm giving the tweets, mine's is giving more levity than his is, and he's the adult. He's the one who's been in the game for the longest. So it's not a really good look on either part, but more so I think from Golden Boy and Oscar. And I know Oscar, he going through a lot of things, bro. You gotta be if you wearing high heels and I mean tutu in the pumps, but you're not supposed to be giving that type of guidance to your fighter and that type of support. I just don't see it. end him well. So I think he's just gonna fight out the duration of his contract, and then I think he's gonna leave. And I don't know if he signs with Al Heyman, but I know he will be with Showtime for sure. The Showtime will put you in connection with Al Heyman, and that will allow for big fights to happen for Ryan. Because Ryan got hella
Yeah.
marketability, and he got hella skill
So
set.
before we get out of here, we went hour and 10. I thank you for everyone in the chat. I will go from the top and shout everyone out, but I would just like to have a moment of silence. Sabrine Perez, her trainer, passed away last night after she lost to Sky Nicholson. This was confirmed, so I don't have a gong, but I'm gonna do a 10, a silent count for 10, just so we can remember her trainer. His name was Diego Agura. Condolences to his entire family. So we're gonna just have a moment of silence, starting when it reaches right now. Back myself. All right, you guys are good. Yeah, I heard the news last night on Twitter, and it was shocking because he passed. Sorry, Robert, I got you, Robert. There you go, Robert. I am about to jump out of here, so go ahead, Robert. If you got something to say, talk to the people. What's up, man?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. Thank you for coming up, man. How you doing? How you feeling?
Excellent, brother. Happy to see your show. I just happened to be up early today. Had to jump on, listening while I'm drinking my coffee. It's been excellent. Yeah, I just wanted to comment on the Oscar De La Hoya, Ryan Garcia, and Oscar going to Twitter.
Yeah,
I can understand how people could think that's like airing out dirty laundry and stuff, but in this case, I don't see it like that. Ryan's big on social media. I feel like he was kind of taking shots at Oscar. I don't feel like Oscar went hard at him. I feel like he just kind of exposed Ryan's narrative. Like Ryan's acting like, I don't know, like he is being punked or that Oscar is like controlling or abusing him. That's just how I'm getting it from Ryan. But I don't think that's the case, because if you remember when Ryan was going to fight the dude from Philly, Sparrow, and Sparrow got arrested like the day before, whatever, and they weren't allowed to have the fight. Ryan and his dad held this press conference. This shit was all on YouTube and Twitter and all that shit. Held this press conference saying he still wants to get paid. He wants more money. And like, I get all that and where he was coming from, but because of that and because of that social media pressure, Golden Boy gave him a new deal, like millions up front, and and now he's kind of, I feel like he's just kind of doing that shit again. And Oscar, he's not giving into him again like he did last time, because look, he gave him an inch and Ryan is just doing the same shit again. And so Oscar just kind of put it out there on social media like, yo, look, it's like this, whoop, 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 and that's all I got to say.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I guess people are starting to take their dislike for Oscar and what he does off the out of boxing into context. Whenever he speaks, it's like it's not just Oscar. It's Oscar with all these other caveats. But I would like to keep everything. Yeah. But name 3 good sparring partners that will help Edwin De Los Santos in camp for Boots. Frank Martin, Boots, and Richardson Hitcherson. But I thank you for everyone to pull up. I'm actually about to jump up out of here. Got to go make the kids breakfast. Salute to everyone. Thank you so much. Donate if you can. L-Dub with all the information. You can also reach him on Twitter at Bogo, Boog Williams. He ain't messing with the ops. I got you. Hey, you said 3, man. You ain't said they have to be good. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Thomas Hill. Thank you very much, my brother.
So man, much love, bro. You already know,
yes,
man.
Sir. So I'll probably see you over another platform.
Oh, for sure. You know you will.
Yes, sir.
You know you will. All right, then, man. Always, brother. Same to you and your family, man.
Thank you. Oops. I think I cut you off early. My bad. I cut you off too early.
Oh, no. You good, man. I was just saying salute to Robert and appreciating him for popping up. But salute to everybody in the chat, man. And, peace and
Facts.
blessings.
Facts. Facts. We're gonna start at the top. Bruce Gas, Jazz and more. Thank you for pulling up. Jose Diaz, salute to you. Terry Smoot, Tim Layton, L Dub, T Wells, Karma. We see you, Karma, hiding in the background. Robert the Genius, salute to you. Salute, salute, salute. Just do boxing. Everyone that's pulled up, it means a lot. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate it. I usually go live on Saturdays to talk about the upcoming fight cards. We'll start to do a little bit of live during the week because there's some fights that's happening on Thursday, some happening on Friday that I know you guys are interested in knowing more about. So we're going to get you guys the information best we can. And if I don't got the information, I know I can go call a guy who has the information, and he has a lot of upcoming fight cards documented, locked in, sealed, very reliable, and respect to him for what he does because he's definitely tapped in. Salute to everyone for pulling up. Thank you for hitting the link. Peace and blessings to everyone. Have a great Saturday. Viva la Mexico!